But now that you have your list, you need to put them in specific places in order for Amazon to read it and index your book for these keywords. Now, how do you know where to put it? Do you put it in the subtitle? Do you put it in the description? Do you put it in the backend keywords? Where do you put these keywords? To be honest with you, there is no wrong answer. You can put these keywords anywhere you want, and Amazon will still index your book for these keywords. But what I like to do is I like to put the broadest ones in the title and subtitle, and then put the long tail keywords in the description and the backend keywords. However, if you have a long tail keyword that is exactly what your book is about and it fits for it to be your subtitle, then add that long tail keyword to your subtitle. But just make sure it includes your whole target audience. So you can see this keyword here, animal facts books for kids ages 8 to 10. If your book is appropriate for kids ages 12, don't add this to your subtitle because you're eliminating the children ages 11 and 12. But if your target audience is 8 until 12, then you can change the 10 to 12 and then add that to your subtitle. So your subtitle can be Animal Facts Book for Kids ages 8 to 12. That way you're not excluding anyone. So if I was selling an animal encyclopedia for kids and these were my keywords, I would probably add this first keyword, Animal Book for Kids. I would add that to the description. Why? Because in the description, you can have broad keywords. Because I'm selling an encyclopedia for kids, I want to include that it's an encyclopedia in the subtitle. This keyword doesn't have the word encyclopedia in. It's just an animal book for kids. It's way too broad, and I don't want broad in my title or subtitle. I want exactly what my book is about. So what about this second one? Animal encyclopedia for kids. Well, that's exactly what I'm selling. So that's what I'm going to add to the subtitle. Now, the next keyword, educational animal book for children. Educational is roughly, my book is educational, but it's not exactly what it's about because my one is an encyclopedia. So I would probably add this to the description. Animal facts books for kids. Facts is usually a separate sub-niche. So just so I can index for facts, because there's still facts in an encyclopedia book, I would add this to the description as well. Animal book with images for kids. That's a very broad keyword because it can be any animal book and any images. So I'm going to add that to the description as well. And finally, educational animal encyclopedia for kids ages 9 to 12. This can actually be in my subtitle if I would like my subtitle to be this keyword. But if I don't want it to be my subtitle, I can also add it to the description. Now, every single one of these keywords, I'm going to add them to the backend keywords. And there are 7 boxes that you need to fill up. I only have 6 keywords, so I just need to go find one more. Or the last keyword, I can add a very broad search term that I found, maybe add another target audience, maybe add the same keyword, but instead of for kids, put for children. Or maybe there's a different way to say for children. You're going to have to do your research and find the keyword. Now, it's very important that you don't overstuff your listing with keywords, which is why when it comes to the subtitle, I like to have around 1 search term. If you go 2 search terms, that's okay. But I would definitely not go more than 2 because then there's just way too many keywords in your subtitle. It doesn't even seem like a real subtitle. People can tell that you're keyword stuffing. What about your description? How many keywords in your description or how many search terms? I like to put anywhere from 2 to 5. If I see that I go anywhere above 5, again, it feels kind of repetitive and everyone's just reading the same keywords and people can realize that you're only doing it for the search terms, for the indexing. You need to make sure the keywords in the description are placed as subtly as possible. You don't want anyone to read your description and think, why is this keyword in there? Why is this search term in there? Something's off. You want it to be as effortless to read as possible. And finally, your backend keywords. You're only allowed 7 keywords here anyway, so include all 7. Make sure you fill up the boxes. Don't leave any boxes empty. And make sure all the keywords tell Amazon what your book is about and who it's for. That way, Amazon's going to know exactly where to show your book so you can get the sale.